If you live anywhere in California, you can register to vote with us today. Department representatives from both Alameda and San Francisco counties are available to assist you today in English, Spanish, and Chinese. Family and friends in the balcony, if you want to register, update your registration, or have questions about voting, this invitation is also for you. After the ceremony, when you are exiting the auditorium, look for our tables on the right side of the theater lobby. You may also take a registration form with you or complete it online at registertovote.ca.gov. Registration is always free and you can do it any time. We also want you to know that election offices throughout the Bay Area are always looking for people to volunteer as poll workers. Poll workers are community members who assist voters at polling places on election day. Both U.S. citizens and lawful permanent residents can participate. This is a great way to learn about the election process, get involved in your community, earn valuable experience, and even receive a stipend. High school students are also encouraged to serve as poll workers, and they can even pre-register to vote at age 16. If you or anyone you know is interested in learning more, please stop by our table for more information. My colleagues will now share this message in Spanish and Cantonese. Congratulations once again on becoming a U.S. citizen. We look forward to helping you become a registered voter.
Hola, mi nombre es Kareli y represento al Departamento de Elecciones del Condado de Alameda. Estoy aquí para hablarles sobre cómo inscribirse para votar. Votar es un derecho y una responsabilidad que conlleva la ciudadanía. Hoy, después de que se conviertan en ciudadanos de los Estados Unidos, serán elegibles para ejercer su derecho. Para poder votar, todos los ciudadanos de Estados Unidos deben primero inscribirse. Si viven en cualquier parte de California, pueden inscribirse para votar con nosotros hoy mismo. Los representantes del Departamento de los Condados de Alameda y San Francisco están disponibles para asistirlos el día de hoy en inglés, español y chino. Familiares y amigos que se encuentran en el balcón, si desean inscribirse, actualizar su inscripción o si tienen preguntas acerca de las votaciones, esta invitación también es para ustedes. Después de la ceremonia, al salir del auditorio, busquen nuestras mesas del lado derecho del lobby. También pueden tomar una solicitud de inscripción y llevársela con ustedes o completarla en línea en la dirección registertovote.ca.gov. La inscripción siempre es gratuita y puede realizarla en cualquier momento. Además, queremos que sepan que las oficinas de las elecciones a lo largo del área de la Bahía siempre están en busca de personas que quieran servir como trabajadores electorales. Los trabajadores electorales son miembros de la comunidad que ayudan a los electores en los lugares de votación el día de las elecciones. Pueden participar tanto los ciudadanos como los residentes permanentes legales. Esta es una excelente forma de aprender acerca del proceso de las elecciones, involucrarse con su comunidad, adquirir experiencia valiosa e incluso recibir un estipendio. También se alienta a los estudiantes de secundaria a servir como trabajadores electorales e incluso pueden inscribirse para votar empezando a los 16 años de edad. Si ustedes o alguien que conozcan está interesado en saber más, por favor visiten nuestra mesa. Ahora mi colega compartirá este mensaje en cantonés. Una vez más, felicitaciones por convertirse en ciudadanos de los Estados Unidos. Esperamos poder ayudarlos a convertirse en electores inscritos.
大家好，我係三藩市嘅選務處代表阿 Ben， 我想喺度同大家傾一傾選民登記。投票係一項權利，亦都係一種責任。今日當你成為美國公民，你便有資格行使你嘅投票權。所有美國公民如果要投票，首先必須登記成為選民。各位朋友，如果你喺加州嘅邊一個地方，你今日都可以揾我哋辦理選民登記手續。我哋嚟自阿拉比達縣同埋三藩市選務處嘅代表，可以用英文、西班牙文同埋中文協助你。前嚟觀禮嘅親友，如果你符合資格成為選民，需要更新你嘅選民登記資料，或者有任何關於投票嘅問題，我哋都同樣歡迎你。儀式結束之後，當你離開禮堂，不妨到我哋嘅劇院大堂右側揾我哋嘅攤位，即場填寫呢個登記。呢 你都可以索取一份登記表，或者通過加州政府嘅網站 registertovote.ca.gov 登記。選民登記係免費嘅，如果你有任何時間都可以嚟辦理。我哋亦都想你知道，灣區各縣嘅政府選務辦公室一直喺度招募緊投票站嘅義務工作人員。呢個嚟自社會各界嘅義工將會喺選舉日被派到投票站協助選民。美國公民同埋合法永久居民都可以喺呢一日加入我哋呢個義工團隊。呢一個大好機會，認識選舉過程，融入社會，賺取寶貴嘅經驗，同時都可以得到津貼。我哋都鼓勵高中學生加入我哋嘅投票站工作，並且喺你哋16歲時預先登記投票。如果你同你嘅親戚朋友有更多嘅興趣，想了解我哋嘅資料，請到我哋嘅攤位查詢。再一次恭喜大家成為美國公民，我哋都好樂意協助你成為選民。等陣見。
And now for a message from former Secretary of State Madeleine Albright about getting your first U.S. passport.
Hello, my name is Madeleine Albright. You may remember me as a former ambassador to the United Nations and as Secretary of State during President Bill Clinton's second term. But today, I greet you simply as a fellow citizen of the United States. Because when I'm asked about the most important event in my life, my answer is becoming an American. Like many of you, I was not born in this country. Instead, I began life in Czechoslovakia, a nation that was taken over first by the Nazis and then by the communists, prompting my family to seek refuge in the United States. I was 11 years old when the ship carrying us steamed around the Statue of Liberty and into New York Harbor. Perhaps you or your loved ones have a similar story to tell. For more than 200 years, our great country has been enriched by the steady flow of immigrants who have contributed to its vitality, prosperity, and democracy. In many respects, our nation's identity is defined by its promise as the land of opportunity. I know that's been true in my case, because where else could a young Czechoslovak refugee have grown up to become Secretary of State? As citizens, we all have a license to dream, and with a passport, we also have the right to travel abroad. One of the first things I did after taking the oath of citizenship was to apply for a passport. Even though I had no immediate plans to go beyond our borders, I thought that having this document was an important part of being an American. So when I was ready to travel, in my case back across the Atlantic to Europe, the passport was my key to exploration and adventure. I encourage you and all American citizens to apply for your ticket to the world, a United States passport. Don't wait. You too can feel that same pride that I experienced when traveling overseas as a citizen of our wonderful nation.
Now please welcome the representative from the Passport Office.
Good afternoon and congratulations on becoming U.S. citizens. My name is Caitlin and I'm here representing the U.S. Department of State. I work at the San Francisco Passport Agency, and after the ceremony, my colleagues and I will be in the lobby to collect your applications for your first U.S. passports. Your U.S. passport will confirm you as a citizen of the United States for the purpose of travel. This is a valuable document. Use it in good faith and protect it carefully. For those of you who wish to apply today, you will need the gray envelope you received during one of your interviews with U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services. The envelope contained a special passport application created for this ceremony. At the bottom of the application, it should say, Oath Administered at Naturalization Ceremony. If you are planning on applying today, you must use that form. You will also need the correct fee in the form of a check or a money order, your original naturalization certificate, and one passport photo. You can also apply later at post offices and clerks of court. You will find a list of acceptance facilities, forms, and fees online on our website, travel.state.gov. If you will be traveling in less than 2 weeks, please call 1-877-487-2778 to make an appointment to be seen at the San Francisco Passport Agency. If you are applying today, please pay attention to the following processing times and fees because they have recently changed and may be different from the times and fees listed on your envelopes. To receive your passport book within 6 to 8 weeks by priority mail, please make your check or money order payable for $145 payable to the U.S. Department of State. Add $30 if you wish to receive the passport card. Also, please remember you cannot fly internationally with the passport card. For expedite service, within 3 weeks by priority mail, please add an additional $60 to the amount. To receive your passport book within 2.5 weeks by express mail delivery, please add $16.48 to the total amount. The fees I have just announced are correct. Please help us process your application quickly by submitting the right fees in the form of a check or money order. We cannot accept cash or credit cards in the lobby. I will return shortly to administer the oath that is required in order to process your application. Thank you.
Now please welcome the representative from the Social Security Administration.
On behalf of Social Security Administration, congratulations on becoming a U.S. citizen today. I'm excited to be here to share with you information about Social Security. Many people think of retirement when they hear Social Security, but we also provide many other benefits to over 60 million people. Benefit programs include disability, survivor's insurance, and Medicare, our national health insurance program. The best way to learn more about Social Security is to visit our website and open a My Social Security account at www.socialsecurity.gov. Now, I want to share with you a little bit about My Social Security. My Social Security is a safe and convenient way to view and update your Social Security information from any computer or mobile phone device. If you or someone you know already receives Social Security benefits, they can access their Social Security statement online, get a benefit verification letter, change their address and telephone number, and also they're able to start or change direct deposit. In order to create a My Social Security account, you must be at least 18 years of age, have a valid email address, a Social Security number, and a U.S. mailing address. Now that you are a U.S. citizen, you will want to update this information on your Social Security record. Step 1, what we want to do is have you gather all of your documents, providing your identity information and U.S. citizenship information. All documents must either be originals or certified copies by the issuing agency. We cannot accept photocopies or notarized copies of documents. Step 2, you will have to complete an application for a Social Security card. You may download one from our website by visiting www.socialsecurity.gov, or you may obtain one at your nearest Social Security office. Step 3, we want to bring in or mail the completed application and documents to your local Social Security office. We want to wait a minimum of 2 weeks before visiting an office. Now, going back to the My Social Security account, we want you to know that My Social Security is the fastest, easiest, and most secure way to access your personal Social Security information. And you can, again, view your earnings records, get a benefit verification letter instantly online by visiting www.socialsecurity.gov/my account. You may also reach us by calling 1-800-772-1213. And with that said, congratulations on becoming a U.S. citizen.
Now please welcome the representative from the U.S. Census Bureau.
Good afternoon. My name is Lydia Beltran, and on behalf of the U.S. Census Bureau, I congratulate you on becoming a U.S. citizen. It's an honor to be here with you, your friends and family to celebrate this accomplishment. I'm here today to give you a message from the U.S. Census Bureau. We're working to remind everyone about the upcoming 2020 census. The census survey is required by Article 1, Section 2 of the Constitution to conduct a population count every 10 years. The law was signed in 1790, stating that representatives and direct taxes shall be apportioned among the states. That means funding for your communities. Your information is protected by law under Title 13 of the U.S. Code. We will never share personal information from the 2020 census with immigration enforcement agencies, the FBI, the police, business or property owners. The data is only used for a population count to plan for our communities. So just let me stress that one more time. We will never share personal information from the 2020 census survey with ICE, with FBI, the police, businesses, or property owners. The data is only for a population count to plan for our communities. Our population changes in this country year after year, so we're depending on your participation in the 2020 census, so we will have a picture of these changes. We need you, your family, and friends to complete the 2020 census and include everyone in your household. It's safe, fast, and important. With your participation, we have a chance to secure federal funding for each year for the next 10 years for schools, hospitals, transportation services, and housing assistance. It's your civic contribution for your communities and future federal resources for your families. It's a 9-question survey, and it does not include the citizenship question. We only want a population count. You can complete the census online, by phone, or paper questionnaire. And there will also be assistance in 59 different languages so that you can complete that. So remember the date, March 12th through March 20th, your household will receive a letter from the U.S. Census Bureau inviting you to complete the survey online. Now, if you don't complete the survey online, you're going to continue to get letters, and eventually someone's going to come knocking on your door. So we're making it very efficient for you to take care of it the first time and complete it online. We will also be counting people that live in tents, on the streets, people in correctional facilities, nursing homes, and college dormitories. So here's a short video with more information to explain what the census is doing today.
Hello, I'm Dale Kelly at the U.S. Census Bureau.
I'm Zach Schwartz at the U.S. Census Bureau. We're here to tell you about an important activity taking place in your community.
From August 4th through October 18th, the Census Bureau is conducting address canvassing operations in your area. To accomplish this, the Census Bureau has hired people from your community to visit neighborhoods to confirm the location of houses, apartments, shelters, and other places where people could live or stay. The purpose of address canvassing is to ensure the Census Bureau address list is accurate and complete for the 2020 census.
This will help the Census Bureau achieve our goal of counting everyone once, only once, and in the right place. We only have one chance every 10 years to get this right. How can you recognize these census employees? Canvassers will always have an official government badge with photo ID, an official bag, and an official laptop with the 2020 census logo. Canvassers will attempt to knock on every door in the neighborhood they are canvassing.
In addition to address canvassing work, the Census Bureau routinely deploys staff in communities to collect responses, drop off materials, and conduct quality checks for important ongoing surveys. Employees conducting this work will also have official Census Bureau credentials and materials.
If you have any questions regarding these operations or the individuals working in the neighborhoods on behalf of the Census Bureau, please contact the Regional Census Center in your community. They can verify a canvasser's employment and answer any questions.
The Census Bureau thanks you for your participation and for helping us ensure a successful 2020 census.
So I hope that video helped you know more about the 2020 census and my message today. It's a very exciting time. We have an opportunity to shape our futures. This is only going to happen once every 2 years, and it's a population count in this country. So we're depending on you to complete your census. I'll be in the lobby for the next hour or so with information about the census and also information about jobs with the census for 2020. So can we count on you to complete your census? Yeah! Can we count on you to complete your census? Yeah! Thank you very much, and congratulations
All right, thank you to all those representatives for the important information. So you're going to update your information with the census. You said yes. Are you going to register to vote? Yes. Awesome. Are you going to get a U.S. passport? Yes. Of course. I love that. And are you going to tell Social Security that you're a U.S. citizen after the ceremony today? Yes. Okay, awesome. Awesome to-do list. Okay, so just a few more announcements, just some quick information. First, I want to talk about your naturalization certificates. So like I mentioned, they're going to be distributed to you by USCIS staff at the end of the ceremony in the section where you're seated. So just do us a couple favors, okay? So the first one, when you get a certificate, feel it, make sure there's only one in your hand. And then look at the picture, look at the name, make sure that's your picture, make sure that's your name, okay? Make sure the certificate is yours. So also make sure that your name is spelled right, your birthday is correct, and all the other information on that certificate is correct about you. If you do find any problems, please let us know. We're going to have a table up on the stage where you can come and officers will assist you and we'll figure out how to make it correct, okay? Okay, also please sign that certificate. As soon as you can, you're going to want to sign it before you give it to the passport agency to turn in your U.S. passport application. So generally speaking, giving the passport agency your original certificate for your passport application and showing your original certificate to the Social Security Administration when you update your status are really the only times that you're going to need to show someone your original certificate. So if you're applying for jobs or you need to show it for another business type purpose, feel free to copy it. You can make copies of it. And be sure to store the original certificate in a very safe place at home because it has important information about you that you want to protect, and it's going to be expensive to replace if it's lost. So you don't need to carry it around. I know you might have gotten used to carrying around your green cards, but as a U.S. citizen, you do not need to carry around proof that you're a U.S. citizen, right? If someone asks you, a law enforcement officer asks you, you can just say, I am a U.S. citizen. That's all you need, okay? When you're traveling, of course, you need that U.S. passport, so don't use the certificate to travel, okay? All right, another thing, I want to talk about our bonus citizens, so citizens that might be deriving status from you today. So if you have children who were born overseas in another country, if that child is living with you, if they already have a green card, and if they are under 18 today, if they're 17 or younger today, then they are going to automatically become a U.S. citizen through you today. How awesome is that? They don't have to be here, it's automatic. They don't have to do any work, thanks parents for getting citizenship. If you want proof of that child's citizenship, you can do a couple things. You can get them a U.S. passport, apply for that. You can also apply to get them what's called a certificate of citizenship. It's similar to the certificate of naturalization you're getting today. To get the certificate of citizenship, you file the form N600. So that's N as in naturalization 600 to get that certificate of citizenship. Okay. So one more thing before we start the final ceremony. Like I mentioned earlier, we're going to be recognizing all those 100 countries that you're coming from today. So the field office director is going to call each country. When you hear your country, you're going to stand up. Now you may want to applaud for each country. There's 100 of them. We want to get to those dinner reservations tonight, but we do want you to be able to celebrate each country. So instead of doing applause, why don't we do a quick cheer, like a whoop, for each country. Okay, that sounds good. So let's practice real quick. So let's give a shout for Georgia. Awesome. What about Ethiopia? Guatemala? Tonga? Korea? All right, you guys got it. I think you're ready. On to the formal ceremony. Okay, first we're going to watch a brief video presentation called Faces of America. So for those of you naturalizing, this is your cue to stay in your seats from here forward to the end of the ceremony. Okay? So happy Naturalization Day.